should just rip this down because it's not coming home. But what is going to be coming your way and into your home, if it's not already, is AI. I did a video about 3 days ago. The response was absolutely crazy. So I want to go through some of the comments that the people them represented on TV Sound System. So let's go straight into the comments. What's good, everybody? You know, it's Select Hype TV Sound System. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Because you know why? It helps with algorithm. You know all that stuff already. Just a quick few things. I gotta say, big shout out, reaching out to everybody who subscribed to TV Sound System and everybody who did comments. This is one of the biggest videos I've done in my 14 years on TV Sound System. Over the years, obviously, I will get more and more views. I think I got some big views, big numbers. But considering it was over 3 days and it was on YouTube and TikTok, we've got like over 10,000. I think I got 6,000 on YouTube, and I got like about another 3,000 or 4,000 on TikTok, which combined, we'll just round it up to 10,000, which is like 3,000 people a day. It's a big deal for me. So I want to say big respect reaching out to each and everybody on this one. And I did say I'm going to continue doing videos about this AI thing and how the situation is. Please watch the video previously where, yeah, I got fooled, I got tricked. I heard a Taurus Riley AI play in a wedding. Go and check back that video and you'll understand exactly where we are right now. Also, I want to say I do not have my battery camera with me. I left my battery camera somewhere else. On my camera right now is saying I've got 38 minutes. So that should be enough time. If it isn't, because it's going to run down really, really quick. If it isn't and it just shuts off, apologies. What I'll do is try and end the video with some of the events that are taking place inside the UK that you can look out for. So shout out, reaching out to all the UK sound systems or the promoters, everybody who's doing something. If the video just shuts off, that's what I'll do. Now again, back to the story. A lot of people may say, yo, Hype, you know, I said AI has been around for a long time, you know, and this, that, and that. I know that. But it was a fact of the situation that was in. Again, is AI a bad thing? We're going to get to all those conversations. I mean, my thumbnails now are AI. You know, I used to do my own thumbnails on Photoshop. One thumbnail would probably take me maybe 10, 15 minutes. Now I'm doing my thumbnails on AI. We're talking maybe less than a minute and a half before it actually comes. And if I want to change it, maybe say 3 minutes. So it's absolutely crazy how the way AI is moving. Another reason why I'm kind of excited about this is because I'm not like the DJ that I was used to be. Like, I was in the business, I was in the industry. I told everybody I retired last year only because I just a long story, but I don't really play out as much as I used to. So now I'm on the outside looking in. And for me, this is the third thing that I've seen that has revolutionized the industry as a DJ for me. So when it's the outside looking in, it's absolutely crazy. The first thing that I seen that was absolutely revolutionary was this. Let me just get it. This here is the Pioneer CDJ 1000 Mark III. This was revolutionary to me as a DJ. I had never seen anything like it before, and this was the massive game changer. I'm going to do a video on why I think this is the best DJ equipment in terms of playing music on ever. I know people are going to chant me down and say it's the Techniques because the Techniques is the original and blah blah blah, but this was the game changer for me, the Pioneer CDJ 1000 Mark III. The second thing that I found was super revolutionary, which I wasn't really DJing at the time. It came about, I don't even know, it came out a while ago. Stems, being able to play live and separate the vocals from the rhythm or the instrumental, that was a massive game changer. But the way how it kind of fitted in with laptop and controller, because laptops and controllers weren't game changer. Laptop isn't a game changer. It was just something that you could just use. The program Serato, they weren't really mad game changers, but Stems was an absolute crazy thing because I wasn't DJing at the time. I was thinking, wow, if I could DJ like I was juggling back in, say, the 90s, and be able to do stems. We're killing it, man. And the third thing is what we're talking about now, which is AI. It is unbelievable. It's fucking wild. Okay, I'm not trying to do long words around here. And I got a lot of stuff to say, and so do my people, my subscribers, who I have to thank. And like I says, you have to go back to the original video. So I'm just going to go into some of the comments. So basically, I did say AI dubplates. What does the future hold, and how does it benefit? And we're going to go into some comments. First of all, I gotta say shout out, reaching out to Robin !89. He just basically said, I've been waiting this one to happen. It was inevitable, which I agree. I think everybody agrees that the AI situation was already here, and it was inevitable. And I've heard so many people say, and shout out, reaching out to Rumble Thursdays, man. If you don't know about Rumble Thursdays with Iron Voice and Drew, they're man, their levels, but they've been talking about AI on a sound system level for a very long time. So shout out, reaching out to them. But yeah, it is inevitable. Gotta say big shout out, reaching out to Don't Trouble. I like that one there. Big up yourself. It says D Brown dubs come next. Watch. And that's another part of the thing. I can't agree with, man. I know what you're saying. It will happen, yeah, 100%. But if you ain't got, so we're gonna have the conversation. I just don't think that's a good thing. Where if you just don't have the dub, you just don't have the dub. It is one of them ones. But we're gonna have another conversation. I gotta say shout out, reaching out to Joel Brown 7570. He gave a decent conversation here. Tens of thousands of reggae records have been made over the past 50 years. The sound system should play music to entertain in the crowd. All of this rivalry and clash between sounds seems to be stuck in the past all these years. Nowadays, there's very little entertainment. The mic man seems to sound like he likes the sound of his own voice, and before you know it, the sounds are verbally abusive to one another. We're living in very perilous times, and the reggae sound system should come together as one collective. If they don't, then reggae music will decline more and more. Finally, it would be our own fault. I kind of agree with that as well. The thing is, you're not going to get every sound system to get along. It doesn't work like that, because sound system is a very competitive thing. Who has the best box? Who has the best amps? Who has the best dubs? So it's always going to be competitive. It is entertainment, but I don't care what anybody wants to say. If you're a proper sound man, you can respect the sound man, as a human being doing things, because outside the sound system we all have our own life. So I respect sound man. But do you have to rate your dubs, or do I have to respect your dubs, or respect your speaker boxes and respect your amps? Nah, brethren, because I'm competitive. And that's why I don't think many sounds will come together, because there's always going to be that respect, but there's always going to be that competitive thing that's always going to be there. Mark Burton 7397, AI is the start of the mark of the beast. I think that's already gone from a long time ago, Mark. Big up yourself. Andrew Coop -D3Z. Some of it interesting, really like. I have been a dubhead, or lack of word, since the early 70s. If you're interested, I will explain what and why I love old school style sound systems. Well, holler at me, Andrew. You know where I'm at. I'm not hard to find. So yeah, big up yourself on that one. Love to see the original sound man, them from the 70s. I can't even imagine being from the 70s, lifting speaker box and this and the other, and then you see this kind of thing happening. It must, don't know, man, it might just be a mad one. Shout out, reaching out to Master 6526. AI is not the curse. The man who uses it with bad intentions is the cursed one. And it's a drop of sound effects in that one. That one kind of sums it up in one sentence. Is how are you going to use it? Because it's going to get wild. I mean, we're talking about a music situation right now, but can you imagine what if you can take an artist's voice? Somebody can take your voice. What if somebody takes your voice and does something with it and puts you in a position where you got to defend yourself and say, it's not me, it's AI. People might just start rolling their eyes because they never took AI serious, and then everything's just going to be blamed on AI. So Master 6526, rate that one there, man. I agree. Mr. Mac Daddy 2084. The artist should lower the price of dub plates and stop ripping off sound, man. I've been cutting dub plates from the early 90s when you had to book a flight to JA, Arrow Studio and cut plates, Music House, Holloway Road. Back then the artists were different and more negotiable. Ask Popcorn for a dub, and I think we're going to just not just say Popcorn alone, we're going to say Popcorn. We're just going to say ask certain dancehall artists. Let's not just blame one person. Ask so-and-so for a dub plate and he's charging $1,000 for one tune. If I get my hands on AI, I would definitely, I think you definitely use. Again, it's another conversation. Like, other artists are ripping you off. If your price is your price, and that is it. Today's price is not tomorrow's price. It isn't. No, what did Fat Joe say? He said something, but you can't blame the art. I don't think you can blame the artist. It is what you get. If you want something, you'll pay for it. If it's too much, then just don't get it. It is one of them ones. But I hear what you say, especially when, like what Matt Daddy's saying, he's been cutting dubs from the 90s when you had to book. His man's been flying to Jamaica. Those are things that I haven't done. You know what I mean? So I don't always act like I know every single thing. I never went to Jamaica and cut dubs and went to Arrows or Jammies or those places. I never experienced those things. So again, it's somebody else's situation. I'm going to say shout out, reaching out to DK Collective. Awesome AI thumbnail. Exactly. So how can I come here and say AI is rubbish and blah blah blah, and my thumbnails are now starting to be AI, which I just says in there. It's like having a great producer engineer for peanuts, but it still needs your own taste to shape it. Heard General Levy say he spends a week refining lyrics. I'm no pro, but I'm putting in the same kind of time on a song right now. That's it. It's like that. You got to look at that situation as well. Artists who sit down and write a song. There's some artists who can write a song in 15 minutes. There's some DJs. I watched that General Levy interview. That was with my Asian guy, Shizzle. Is it Shizzle or what? I think it's the same interview. And he says he takes up to a week. He'll write a song, but if he don't get it right, he ain't doing it. So yeah, again, big up yourself. Shout out, reaching out to Wade Williams 1892. I bet Iris and Chin put out soon. Not certain, but I've heard him touch on it. Yeah, you know, shout out, reaching out to Iris and Chin. I spoke to Chin on his breakfast show on Sound Chat Radio briefly about this whole situation. And yeah, I think he's like any other sound man right now. He's 50-50 on it. He's not sure. But you know Chin already, man. You know what Chin's motto is: evolve or dissolve. So we're gonna have to just wait to see what he comes with. He is one of the leading people in the culture. So whether you like him or not, he will do something to help move forward without discrediting the culture. So shout out, reaching out to Chin. Big up yourself, Wade Williams. One Collunge. I think that's One Collunge. I've heard first hand, and I'm telling you, most people won't be able to tell the difference. I was at a big event and I heard and know some of the AI dubs, but people were busting blanks, whistling as the crowd gets wild. It's more and more perfect, but you won't be able to tell the difference between real and AI. But it's happened to me, and I think again, it was the environment I was in. I'm not a sound clash. I'm not expecting to hear. I'm not listening like that. I'm at a wedding. I'm chilling. I'm nice. Got my suit on. You know, eating food and that. It's the moment. So as a sound man, I got caught up in the moment, not to think, you know, right, is that AI or whatever. It's crazy. And like Kalanj says, when we go to the dance now, half of the dub plays are playing at like 30 seconds. You know, some dubs play like 6 seconds. Some dubs playing even close to like 4 seconds when they're absolutely clapping. They just play the punchline, gone, punchline, gone, punchline, gone. How the hell are you going to be able to say that's AI or not? If a man's playing dubs and we're going second verse to hear me tune, then you can say, let me hear that tune there. And a man has to be confident to not say, yo, it's not AI thing. And if it is, and you're going to do that, you have to come with one that, again, we can't tell the difference with. I hope my battery's still going and I'm just not talking for the sake of talking. Remember, like, comment, share, subscribe, like, comment, share, subscribe. And as I says, if the video cuts out, I'm going to drop some of the top events that are taking place inside the UK. AI, is it AI Soul Academy? Ooh, how he started, he's already in the AI thing already. Not going to lie, I've been messing around with AI for a couple of years, hence AI Soul Academy. Big up yourself. I've been messing around with AI for a couple of years, and about a year ago I made and tested out some ideas. I got a decent sounding Garnet Silk and Dennis Brown on a King Tubby's sounding 70s production. I also didn't use the okay, I'm not here to promote AI like that, you know. So he's going to the comments, you can see what he's using. He says, I have another secret weapon I'm sure people will discover, and it's not even hidden at all. And that was again, and he says that was like nearly 2 years ago. I've not put any of them up on my page as I was trying to make personalized dub plates. I have a channel that does not have much content, but it's all AI. If you're anyone, get a minute, check out his rendition of Skylarkin, labeled as Brighton Irons. Is that right? The quality isn't perfect, but considering it was a year ago, you can tell it will only get better. And that's what I'm saying. It's only gonna get better. Shall I reach it out again to Rumble Thursdays? They have a burning spear dub plate, because they're taking it like a pinch of salt. It's like, yo, it is what it is, man. Keep it moving. Technology, as Drew keeps saying, technology is not going to move backwards, but they've got a burning spear. And I'm sure if they've had it for a while, if they move forward and say, let's do the same burning spear, let's do it again 6 months later, and then again do it again, the same song 6 months later again, and then 6 months later again, you're going to be able to see the difference of what it sounded back then to what it sounds like in modern day times. Like right now we're gassing, oh my god, it sounds good, but 6 months down the line you look back on it and say, oh yeah, that sounds whack. But now, because of technology is moving, it's going to sound even better. Camp House 21, big up yourself. Back in the days, you had people like Bionic Steve who would mimic other artists. Candyman sound like Marley. Chronicle, father of Chronic, sound like Barrington Levy, making splice dubs. Now with AI, you could create a dub with intro from Descent, Phantom Mojo, and Garnet Silk, Dennis Brown, Tenor Saw. What about the dub plate combination, Super Cat, Nitty Gritty? The whole AI thing will bumper clock kill sound system. It is, but is there a creativity side to it as well though? Like, is it keeping the artist's name alive by doing, I don't know, you know what I'm trying to say. We're going to have many more conversations. Right now it's just all about the comments. Carl Boss 8105, everyone assumes AI will kill dub plates, but it's more complicated than that. For years, many artists have charged prices that only the biggest sounds could afford, leaving the smaller sounds priced out of building a serious dub box. AI could level the playing field, but only if used the right way. At the same time, an artist's voice and their livelihood coning without permission raises serious legal, ethical questions. The best solution may be for artists to license their own AI voice and sell official AI specials. They could charge premium prices if they choose, while avoiding hours in the studio recording hundreds of plates. The real quick, that's a flipping good. That's the whole licensing out your voice. I think we've seen the guy on TikTok, you know, that guy who doesn't really talk. I'm going to put a picture of him up in here, hopefully, if the battery isn't dead. He sold his whole image rights to a company for I can't even remember how much. I'm going to put all that information on the screen, but he's done that. He's sold his whole rights to his life, literally, to do exactly the same thing that maybe these artists could do. He also finishes off by saying, the real question is what we want sound clashes to be about, the biggest wallet or the biggest selector. AI AI hasn't changed that debate, so it's forced everyone to have it. Big up yourself. That is a whole conversation in itself. I super rate the people who just commented, man. Gotta say big shout out reaching out to One Drop Mike. Write it. I have AI voice it. Let the artist approve it, then send the artist a check. It could win for everybody. That's a different angle at looking at it. So I could just voice anybody. I could voice. I'm not even gonna go for the top artists. Then let's just say I could voice. No, it doesn't matter, does it? It doesn't really matter because you can either voice it. It's just a whole concept. Voice the song how you want it voiced. Check the artist and say, yo, I did this using your voice, you know. Blah, blah, blah. Can you certify this? And I'll run you a check. I mean, that's not a bad comment. If that ain't too bad at all, you know, One Drop. I'm not even going to lie. That one there could kind of go on. But again, when it's so early days, some people won't figure it out. People don't understand the logistics behind everything. But I like that one there, you know. Gonna say, shall I reaching out to Jermaine Small 8915. Dubs out of style next year. Any little boy with a few prompts can make a dub on any rhythm. Facts, brethren. It is what it is right now. There's nothing you can argue about that. Pick up yourself. We have also got Lifestyle 5471. Big up all to Soundman who have original genuine dubplate specials from decades ago. Any sound playing AI specials need to stay in their bedrooms and entertain themselves. Any soundman playing AI specials is desperate. A lot of new sound systems up and coming are real culprits. Pointless having sound clashes because mostly fake specials are getting played, which means it's cheating. So sound clash thing is dead. Original dubplate specials and 45s is what makes the dance nice. If you don't have original genuine dubplate specials, just stick to 45s. Are you gonna argue with that? It's 50-50. Everybody has their own opinion, but a lot of their opinions seem to be, nah, we're not having it. Gotta say, shall I reaching out to Melody Soldier Roots Dub Press 5539. Pick up yourself. Ungodly, artificial soul, laziness, rip-off. Those are the words that come to mind. Let's read them again. Ungodly, artificial soul, laziness, and rip-off. Those are the words that come to mind. If a real artist is behind the track, it means you have connections. The artist even might like what you do to support. AI has none of that. Pure, nothing less, wrapped in nice paper. Again, big up yourself. Can't argue with these things, man. Can't argue with them. These are my subscribers who have commented. They're subscribed to my channel, so I'm going to try and read out as much as I possibly can. So just sit back and just check it in. Again, I don't even know what my battery is on. I'm just going to sit here until I get through quite a few of them. Ralph Ups 7782. Don't worry, people. Those who know how to manipulate the software will soon start to fit others by using their image to create a fictitious scene. You see the fictitious scene now? That's probably what, I don't even know how far away that would be. 10, 15 years from now, when you say, yo, let me voice the artist, and then it looks like the artist is in the studio voicing the song. And you're going to believe that. I mean, we see it in the films now. All you need is a green screen, put a backdrop of a studio, get the artist. It can reach to those levels. It sounds like it's crazy, but it's already crazy as it is. Shout out, reaching out to you, Ralphus. Bring back Wold Geese a bit. Fam, I can't. Woldy Gazib. Fam, I can't pronounce the name, apologies. He basically says, bring back artists in the dance, no AI dubs, please. Everything goes full circle. It just takes one person to take up the risk, and everybody will be burning a fire on them until everybody catches on. So live artists back in the dance, most definitely I think can happen. Why not? Mr. Chill Pop, what are they going to do? What they are going to do is suppress real artists and real music, conscious ones particularly. Babylon teeth in the system, and they don't like us. So again, all of these conversations here, I'm going to pick, and then I know I can make a new form of content, because that's a very, very good conversation to have regarding why you have to get AI artists. There's a lot of artists out there who you could just replace and just start to big up new artists as well. Why go and kill up yourself to go and get the AI when so-and-so's here and so-and-so's there? You got local talent in your own area, and you would bypass that for an AI. It's why I'm Don the King said this will bring forth the death of sound system culture as we know it. It's this kind of stuff. People don't get called out and shamed. Yeah, because you see what he's saying is what he says, the death of sound system culture as we know it. He's not saying it's the death of sound system culture in general and everything's dead. It's just as we know it right now. That red light is flashing, so I'm guessing that I have no more battery life. So rather than make it run out on me, I'm going to try and finish it there. I just want to say thank you going out to everybody who like, comment, share, subscribe, everybody who commented. Thank you so much, because I'm not even going to lie, man, I got 5,000 views on YouTube. And guess how much YouTube paid me for 5,000 views? Guess how much? £10.36. I got £10.36p from YouTube for 5,000 views. So please do not think I sit here, so like some of you sound man who said I'm not going on Selector Hype's platform, because if you go on his platform he's gonna monetize it and make money off us. You stupid. I got £10.36 just for the last video I did, but it's not about the money, it's just about the conversation and the context. I'm going to leave it right there. I think that is now flashing even faster than it was before. So thank you. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Like, comment, share, subscribe. We're going to come back with some more content regarding AI. Please put some more comments in this video. Please share it. Let's continue the future of what's going to happen in sound system culture and the music industry. I'm going to leave you with some of the dances that are going to be taking place here inside the UK, which I think you should be aware about, and we'll be talking about them as well. I'm out. One. Peace.
Catch no more, now catch a cares. Oh, my for run next youth from beers. Get a brand new shoes, get a one lace. Go leave banks and school, can't come class later. Give me a tool, no patience, just can't wait. This is the way food go and plate. Run food, down with butter, not debate. Volcan, no. Every man be the down, no. That place where me come from, no. See gun with clip long like banana, no. Volcano, no. Police are come to start the drama, no.